great teams, but we're going straight back onto the field, and we've got the Thailand team running out against Malaysia. And I was very impressed with how Thailand played in day one there, David. And Malaysia, they got a lot of hard work, I feel, in this one.
Yes, they do. Thailand's a very strong team, coached by an ex-Sevens All Black, Lotte Rakibula. So he would have went through what Thailand need to improve on today. As we get ready for kickoff, seems like Malaysia will be kicking to Thailand. So the people to watch out for in Thailand will be number 11, Jirwan Chitradakan, who scored a number of tries yesterday. So the referee gets us underway, and it looks like the ball is just going to travel 10. Thailand quickly shifted to the right. They head straight out to Jirwan Chitrakan. And they still come down the short side. 1D goes back in. Head out to the left. Switch play back inside. She takes the contact. Good defense by Malaysia. But there seems to be numbers on the left. But Malaysia have a sweeper at the back there. Great tackle.
Fantastic tackle. And that just shows us how Thailand played in that day one. They're an up-and-coming side, coached by a fantastic coach, Lotte Rakibula. And you can see from their warm-up that they've got some good young players coming through the system. And I like the way that they're moving the ball from left to right straight away. They've got some good players in their side and some good up-and-coming players. And not only in the national side, but in the up-and-coming development program as well.
Malaysia throw in, and they lose their own throw. Thailand quickly shifted to their speedster. Let's see what she can do. That's the same in and out she did all day on day one.
And she always starts off the day with try scoring. Yesterday she scored a hat-trick in her first game. And Jawan Katukarani was fantastic. Very hard to stop on one-on-one.
Day one.
You can see the Thailand
she always
game
starts
plan
off
is to
the
give her the ball straight away. And she doesn't need much space to beat any defenders there. And I think what we saw on day one is going to be pretty much the same in day two for the Thailand women's side, to give her the ball straight away as soon as possible. And she's big, strong and fast. And it's a fantastic start for Thailand. And they've got their kick to come. And that was heading in the right direction, didn't have the legs. So it's 5-0 Thailand over Malaysia.
Let's see if Malaysia can regain the kickoff and try and assume some attacking ascendancy here. That's a great kick from Thailand. Find some space. Thailand player has knocked it on, unfortunately.
A great kick, once again, by Thailand, getting the ball up in the air, applying pressure on the Malaysian side, but unfortunately not being able to regather the kick. But it's going to be a Malaysian feed into the scrum, and they've set up with a 2-1 split. And my thought here would be to attack the open side, go the left-hand side of play. Let's see how they play this one out.
Malaysia have the feed. This will be a good opportunity for the halfback to pick and go, but unfortunately Thailand pushed too hard there. And straight away Malaysia's on the attack.
Great tackle. Nice and low.
They head down the short side. Good step. Takes the contact. Let's see if they can shift it right. They have a lineup out there. She takes it in with an offload. Malaysia's still going strong. They can get numbers there.
They got numbers to the left.
Can. If they shift it left, they have numbers. She slips past one. Just gets tackled by the fullback.
And
they don't have a halfback.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a penalty to Thailand. Wrong entry.
Yep, the referee's been very clinical around that. There was a side entry, not coming through the gate. And like we saw yesterday, the referees have been very clinical and also very consistent around the contact area. We saw a number of penalties for the seatbelt tackle, anything around the neck as well to make penalty. And also the tackler not rolling away. So I'm pretty sure today the players will understand how the referees are interpreting the game, and I think the good teams will adapt that pretty well.
Yes, definitely, Aaron. I think all teams will come in knowing how the games have been refereed. It's Thailand throwing the ball. Good little set play there. She's open. 50 meters left. Seems like no one's going to catch her for Malaysia.
Great run by the prop forward. All started off by their set piece line-out play, and I like the way that they were very innovative with their line-out play. If we see on the
She's
replay
open.
how
50
quick she
meters
is.
left.
And
seems like no one's going to catch her
good
for
chase
Malaysia.
as well by the Malaysian player, trying to push her out as far as possible, not all start off to enable her to score underneath the goalpost. So this will be a challenging conversion for the Thailand goal kicker, but it all came from a good line out, and the ball being able to give back to the lifting prop forward, and that caused a lot of confusion for the Malaysian defensive line.
Yes, great try by Thanapo Hoan Kid. Showed some blistering pace there.
So unlucky the Thailand team there, David, not to have qualified for the Cup semi-final. We saw a great game last night against Kazakhstan, 5 apiece, and I believe that since Kazakhstan scored first, they were the team that went through.
Very unlucky. And as we get back to the action, Thailand couldn't manage to get the kick 10 meters, so Malaysia have a free kick on halfway. Let's see what they can conjure up here. They tap, good cutout ball. They go straight to the right edge. She takes the contact, Malaysia. Bit of a swinging arm there. Halfback picks it up. They go to the left straight away. Good seal there by Malaysia. They got a line up on the right. Let's see if they head that way. They do. Good pass, nice step, good fend.
Fantastic running by the wing forward.
They got a line up. They got an overlap here if she can shift it. Oh, unlucky. Pass was forward, unfortunately, for Malaysia.
And that's half time, but good passage of play by the Malaysian team. I'm sure they'll give them a bit of confidence going into the second half, and it'll give the opportunity for both coaches to give them a bit of feedback as we have a small break and we get ready for the second half. And welcome back everybody to the Dialog Asia Rugby Sevens. We have seen a fantastic start by the Thailand team, up 10-0, 2 tries to 0. And a nice little passage of play also by the Malaysian team before the halftime play.
Thailand's getting ready to kick off here. Nice deep drop kick. Unfortunately, it's knocked back by Malaysia, so it's play on. And the tackler needed to release the tackler first, so she was penalized.
And good Jacqueline there. She's got a bit isolated, the Malaysian forward, taking the ball to the line, but unfortunately the supporting players just a bit slow to arrive, and the Thailand team quick to bounce on that. And they look very focused and very determined this afternoon, sorry. We're starting our first game at 3 o'clock today. Weather-wise, perfect conditions, 22 degrees, and Thailand work a play. Their set play move, and they get on the outside, a beautiful inside ball. Ball is bounced back to the Thailand team.
Jawan takes it out there. Let's see what this danger woman can do. She's tackled. Good tackle by the Malaysian player out there on the left edge for them. Thailand quickly shifted to the left.
And they get on the outside.
Switch play back inside. Another switch play. There's numbers here.
Oh,
let's
beautiful
see.
shot.
Oh, great skills by Thailand.
Yeah, just showing the opponents keeping the ball in two hands, being able to fix the defenders and run into the gap, fixing defenders, and also throwing a fantastic pass. And Thailand proving to everybody how strong they are.
Beautiful shot. Oh, great skills by Thailand.
And that's a great finish. Yeah, just showing the opponents keeping the ball in two hands. She's very fast, very strong. And she's proven to be a good little player for the Thailand team. And let's see if they can get this conversion. And conversion successful. And that takes Thailand out to a 17-0 lead.
Great kick by Batsaya Banrak for Thailand. Adding the extra 2 there.
And interesting to see the Malaysians set up for their kick receive. We've seen so many different teams using different formats, and it's good to see that there's a lot of innovation and creativity in how teams like to adapt and look to approach these kickoff receives. And Thailand have gone deep, and Malaysia allowing that ball to bounce.
Great tackle by Thailand, number 12 there, Thanapu Hodkin. And she has forced the error from Malaysia. So that was a great tackle there.
Great tackle, but great day for rugby there, David. It's also a great day for Asia Rugby, but also in the international game. We've got some exciting games tonight, haven't we?
We do.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the New Zealand-England game, but we'll get back to that. And Thailand goes straight away out wide, and I love that loop play. So hard to defend, but Malaysia do defend it well and come up with some big tackles, big physical tackles, and they had to come up with big tackles to stop that.
They were unlucky there. Yodaya for Thailand with a great offload there. And just the last pass to Jurawan Chitrukan just travelled forward. So they were very unlucky there, Thailand.
Yeah, and we see a lot of teams looking to adapt this loop play where the second attacking player takes it to the defensive player, but the player that gave that pass will loop around and create that extra space. And it's good to see that a lot of teams are adapting that play because it's so hard to defend. But Malaysia do get a penalty. They look to waste no time, and there's space in the middle, and they go straight to that space.
What a great fend by Malaysia. She's still standing in the tackle. Thailand put her down eventually. They shift to the right. Let's see what they can do here. Switch play back in. Oh,
good line.
I felt she should have kept running that ball.
Yeah.
The number 2 there.
Probably didn't back her speed. He probably wasn't looking up. Tried to give the ball straight away to the gas man, but the pass wasn't as accurate as it could have been. And we're going to see Thailand come up with help with scrum, and their set piece has been very strong. And let's see there, David, if they revert back to this loop play. We're hitting the second receiver, looping out wide and giving their ball straight away to the gas man.
1D getting ready to feed the scrum for Thailand. They got a big line out to the rack. Let's see if they can get it to Geraldine. And they do a double loop. Good ball, good pass. One more. Oh. Yodaya just couldn't manage to get the pass to draw a win in time. But that was good defense by the Malaysian wing on the far side to shut that play down.
It was, David, but we'll revert back to that move, the double loop. It was also the work of the halfback, and both first receiver and halfback to work really hard, off the board to be in a position to receive that ball, and fair play to the Malaysian side, they were able to shut that down, but also great innovative play by the Thailand women's side.
Good push by the Malaysian forwards. They shifted out to the right. They put boot to ball, but Thailand have a sweeper at the back there. 1D Regattas passes it straight to their speedster, and it looks like Malaysia won't catch her.
Yeah, and that'll be try number 2 for her. She's racked up a lot of tries already. And Joanne Kautrakan, she has definitely
passes it straight to their
been one of their key performers today, and
looks like
has seen a lot of their gameplay revolves a lot around her. Yeah, getting the ball to her early, but also on turnover ball. They know that if they get the ball to her early, she'll be able to finish off any movements. Conversion unsuccessful, and let's see if the Malaysian side can take care of this kickoff and try and get some points on the board for their last game in the pool match.
So that pushes the scoreline now to 22-0 to Thailand. Let's see if Malaysia can secure this kickoff.
And what a beautiful day it is too, David. Sports City, very lucky to be playing at this venue location, and crowds are coming in. So if you are around the Dubai area, come and support the UAE team. We've got finals football on, and it's good to see the women's rugby as well. Off to a great start and a very high quality game as well.
There was a great take by the number 8 Idris for Malaysia, as Malaysia shifted straight to the left with an offload there on the wing. Good seal there. And she's found a little gap, but she's got the sweeper to beat. She beats Mundi. She needs support. Oh, the support wasn't there fast enough.
And that's full time here at Dubai Sports City. 22-0. Great win by Thailand, and they'll be playing later on. And plate final, and I believe that will be the last game for Malaysia as well. So